Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome back to MXG Reacts. Finally, oh my god, I can finally say that. And today, I'm going to be reacting to Shortcat's latest Mario Kart World World Record reaction, titled 1 Year Later, reacting to every world record in Mario Kart World. Obviously, this is something a little bit different for this channel, considering I usually would do just Simon reactions, Simon Among Us reactions, offline TV reactions, and offline TV and friends reactions. But I figure for reviving this channel, I obviously would want to stay in that field, but also expand my field a little bit to include some other videos. And I decided to do this one today in particular because over on my main channel, I've been posting a bunch of world record reaction videos. So I figured I'd do it. So, bro, can I English? Oh my god. I always say that whenever I fuck up these days, but I figure I might as well go ahead and try and expand my palette. And I wanted to do this video in particular because, obviously, like I said, I've been doing those reaction videos. And I wanted to do this video in particular because, obviously, Shortcat is one of the most popular Mario Kart YouTubers out there. And, obviously, I figure it'd be good to at least do this particular, because, oh my god, I can't explain, but yeah, you get the point. Anyway, so I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's just go ahead and get right on into it here.
There is somehow still more shortcuts. Mario Kart World has now been out for 1 full year. And the world records for these tracks have just continued to get crazier. Tracks we thought that surely were nearly optimized keep having new discoveries and breakthroughs that completely change how the track plays.
Yep. And I think you can obviously tell how I got like a lot of my intro and outro scenes. You could definitely see my inspiration for it. Obviously, I did add my own twist, like forging in some of this stuff along with just some little more basic like zooms and whatnot for my own world record reaction videos. But you could see where my source of inspiration for these kinds of scenes were.
This may be the version of Mario Kart with the most freedom of movement and the most rewarding for creative thinking.
Probably.
So it's
well, I'm not sure about past Mario Kart games before, but I think it's definitely the most since Wii, for sure.
No wonder that each day the time trial community continues to step up these world records. And exciting news! I managed to reclaim my world record on Dino Jungle with Aristocrat King Boo. More on that later.
Obviously, if you know, you know, it was from that one glitch that existed during update 1.6 that has since been patched.
We're finally reacting to all of the world records again in Mario Kart World. This has been 6 months since the last time that I've done this, and let's see what has changed.
And by the way, this world record is still standing today. This world record by Atsuki still stands today, and this is not quite accurate. This was the old glitch world record that Shortcat reacted to, but obviously the glitch world record got absolutely demolished.
This is Mario Bros. Circuit by
for this
Atsuki.
track.
The last time that I looked at these 6 months ago, it was about 0.6 seconds slower. So let's see what's changed.
Actually, more like 5 months, I'm pretty sure, because I know that another Mario Kart YouTuber who mainly specialized in Wii, but did upload some world videos as well, the big man Troy, TWD98. He did one like 6 months in, and Shortcat delayed his to be around the new year, which was a little more closer to 7 months in.
Changed. Okay, right trick, left trick.
Oh my god, yeah. So Shortcat, for some reason, muted his mic during this part. He actually has a pinned comment saying, "Oops, I hit one button and muted a minute of audio." And then he typed out pretty much everything that he said to this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and read out what he wrote following along with the video. And I will go until Shortcat starts until his audio picks back up again. So let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, right trick, left trick. So
I took a refresher on all of the world records from 6 months ago, and I just want to see what big changes happened in the 6 months. And I can't believe there's a right trick, left trick there. I wonder if we'll see it on the next lap, because one of the things about it is that these strategies in Mario Kart World can get really difficult. I'm already noticing some small subtle changes, but the main big one is the right trick, left trick. Oh, we're not going to agree. Oh, this thing! How did I forget about that? I saw when that was discovered, but I didn't realize it was in the world record. Wow, okay, so right trick. No! Oh, so lap 1 and lap 2 are different because of coins. On lap 1, you want to stay on the rail longer for coins, but on lap 2, you can trick earlier so it completely changes the strategy coming afterwards. And we're getting so many edge tricks! This already so much to talk about! This game is insane! And that's not even how I do that one online. It's a bit inconsistent and you can land on that rail.
Re-land on that rail. Wow, this is crazy. You gotta...
Well, re-land on the rail. I was a bit out of sync, but I was just reading the comment like as I was going through. I wasn't really looking up at the video because I was just trying to read the comment, but there you go.
Trick at a specific spot, because those are destructible boards that, you know, if you don't run into it quite right, it basically feels random what happens when you jump on them. So these are, man, Mario Kart World time trials go insane. And there used to be a wall thing right there that they got rid of. I don't know what's going on with that. Why?
Oh, by the way, yeah, that it basically to confirm that is slower than the Atsuki method, you know?
Was that found out to be slower? I kind of like that wall thing. Whoever discovered it was slower. Come on, that's not cool.
Okay, blame Logan.
And, how do we end the track then? I assume we must be going on that green rail to get some boosted air time.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and then jump off at the end of the rail for a little bit extra of a boost.
Yep, that is correct. That is something you do want to do.
Next up, we have Crown City by Pluto City, and this is improved by about 0.7 seconds since...
And this world record has been beaten. Lean's current world records actually point to ahead of this one, and it actually is faster than the old glitch world record.
6 months ago, which is a pretty big improvement for such an optimized track. I think I know where the improvement is, but we'll see it when we get there.
We'll see if Pluto
interesting. A
takes
lot of
the record back,
I wonder if that preserves the boost longer. But one thing I want to point out is that Pluto and Atsuki both had the sticker for their track. Are they...
Dun, dun,
dun! Trying to say something? That they love these tracks?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they built a lot of those tracks. For Atsuki, I'm pretty sure Mario Bros. Circuit was the first track he got world record on. And so, I think if anyone beats his record, there is a good chance he may come back. We'll see.
I think that's really cool, though. The stickers really add personality. Okay, so, one thing I want to pay attention to, that I want you to pay attention.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, because Lean introduced some new strats when he took over. Obviously, that one, like, charge jump thing around here, like, that's not in this record.
Okay, so, one thing I want to pay attention to, that I want you to pay attention to on Crown City, besides these cool shortcuts,
and also
is,
no pull thing
boosted
as
charge
well.
jumps. So this is a regular charge jump there, but watch this. This right here is a boosted charge jump. So when you land in a long trick boost such as this, if you charge a charge jump and release it as soon as it's available, it's a tight timing, then you will carry the boost into the air, and it actually is a little bit faster. Plus,
yeah, boosted charge jumps are faster than just driving normal, but doing a regular charge jump that's not boosted is slower.
if you get to trick on other stuff afterwards, you preserve that speed for even longer. So also bouncing on these cars gets you coins. So yeah, a lot of this run,
also true,
which is also a lot of what you'll see in some other runs like Sky High Sunday, is we're trying to get these boosts to, like they don't last long enough, but you can preserve them and carry them every time you enter the air.
Man, seeing that edge trick again that Lean missed in his current world record, yeah, right here, like that is an edge trick spot, and so seeing that, like, and comparing that to the current world record set by Lean, you can definitely tell where that mistake is.
They don't last long enough, but you can preserve them and carry them every time you enter the air. So a lot of this run is just trying to get the speed boost to last just long enough so that you're in the air by the time that you get the boost.
Glider skip!
Oh! Hitting the thing! Wait a minute.
I just wanted to say
Glider skip! I didn't even know that's how it was done. I just know it's really, really tough. So I've seen this before, but crazy seeing it in a world record run.
Yeah, glider skip is very hard from what I've heard. So definitely don't want to go for that unless you're time trialing at the highest level.
That entire glider stuff on the left is just obsolete now for time trials because of glider skip.
Yep.
And then hit the tree, yep.
No glider anymore.
So that must be where most of the time save is coming from. I doubt that's all the time save, right? Small optimizations get made all the time, but...
That is true. There were a lot of, like, smaller God. Bro! Smaller optimizations that were done... Like, Pluto actually got a sub 204 without glider skip, and then he introduced glider skip into the world record. Or, not even that, then glider skip was discovered after that.
That's such an insane technique. I do that with a golden mushroom or a bullet sometimes, but I would never just go for it raw dog in the glider skip. Nice one, Pluto. But still not faster than the glitch world record that I made an entire video on. Now
there is a record that is faster than that, but not that record in particular. And now, oh my god, Whistle Stop Summit. This, by the way, is... If this world record stands for like another week, it actually will become the new longest standing world record in the game. In the game's history. It will beat that old F Toads Factory world record, which is insane.
We have Whistle Stop Summit by the GOAT of Whistle Stop Summit, Jorge, or Dot is the in-game name. This one is only improved by about 0.1 seconds. And we start off with a time...
And fun fact, I'm pretty sure this world record can go down by at least another 0.3. It's just that this track is so inconsistent in time trials.
Trial strategy, going to the left there, doing a little extra trick on... Okay, by the way, this is all going to happen too fast.
Like, you can lose a shit ton of time.
I'll explain the important parts, but lap one, we go all over the rails here to get
pretty
coins,
much everywhere.
And then here, this is a very difficult strategy, doing that blue mini turbo gap jump.
Yep.
You need to take the grass shortcut before, and that's the fastest way, but it's really tough, and people usually don't go for that one online because usually you want an orange mini turbo for the gap jump. But then we got this crazy ending shortcut.
Yep.
Crazy as always, but we've seen it before. And I wonder if I'll actually...
Now, obviously, keep in mind, Shortcat plays online most of the time. So, obviously, he will say a lot of stuff and compare it to how you play online. And that's because he's not the... And obviously, because he doesn't normally time trial, he mainly just plays online. That's just how it goes.
But what's different, because it might just be small optimizations. But one thing you really want to pay attention to for why this run is so optimized... Oh yeah, we're doing this the opposite direction on lap 2 for more coins. So almost all of this entire run is either in a speed boost or currently in the air carrying a boost from a boost you were just in.
Yeah, that is actually true about Whistle Stop Summit. You're pretty much in a boost. He actually is low-key, right? Like, you're actually in a boost for, like, the majority of the time. I'm pretty sure the longest period of time where you're not in a boost, you're really not only doing it when you're going for gap jump.
The entire
at world record level.
And so much of this run also is on rails. And that's why you're seeing a baby character here. When there are rails, then every combo has the same base speed. But because of a quirk of balancing in this game with the coin curve, lightweights get a bigger boost out of the first few coins before you get to 20. So what that means is, if you did exactly the same inputs but you played as Bowser, you'd just be way, way, way slower.
Oh, yeah, by the way, this gap jump right here on lap 3 from Jorge, this is the main reason why he...
If you did exactly
Jorge
the same
actually didn't get the greatest of gap jumps on lap 3 in this world record in particular. So that's why, like, when I said in my very first world record reaction video that lap 3 was by far the worst lap in this run, this gap jump is probably the biggest reason why.
But you played as Bowser, You just be...
Because while he does clip here, he doesn't get as good of a clip, so he gets a much worse exit.
Way slow.
Yeah. Like, on lap 2, he cut it so much tighter, got, like, around here by the time he landed on the rail, but he got a way worse exit from the gap jump on lap 3 because he didn't get as good of a clip. But it is very difficult to get an absolute godsend of a clip, and even on lap 1, that specific clip worked because he was able to get this coin right here.
So that's why on tracks like this in Airship Fortress, you get baby characters. And if you want to learn this ending shortcut, there's a much more consistent version I have a tutorial on for. It's a very important shortcut for online play.
Yeah.
Oh, huge.
Yeah. I actually was practicing Whistle Stop Summit on my own a little bit, and I still need to get a lot more consistent at this track, but at least Shortcat's guide helped me out a little bit.
Wall thing at the end. Man, I love watching that, but it's just so much sensory overload. Especially since it's been a year already, these records are not going to be improving by that much.
And this world record still stands to this day.
We saw 0.1 on the previous one. I couldn't even spot the difference. But now, DK Spaceport by Optic, we're doing camera tricks. Because it doesn't matter. Unless that actually helps with alignment. But this is improved by 0.
God knows what Optic's doing on DK Spaceport with that camera thing every time. Actually would be good to see why.
Because it doesn't
good
matter.
To find out.
Unless that actually helps with alignment. But this is improved by 0.5. We got the
Yep.
little rail
the
attached
Optic
into this
wall
shortcut.
ride.
I think that barely saves anything, by the way. But it's...
I think it's safe somewhere between 0.1 and 0.2. But nowadays at world record level, you do have to earn it. We've gotten to that point now.
Really difficult, and obviously for time trials, that's what you want to be doing.
Yep.
DK Spaceport, definitely lower on my tier list. And oh, new strategy, where you charge jump into the boost there. It's actually really...
Yeah, that right there, I'm pretty sure, like, you have to hit as you have to do that a specific way, and this isn't even the fastest version of it. Like, in this run, it's a little bit more scuffed in comparison to the fastest way of getting that.
Really hard to get, like, just the right amount of air there to make that faster. But you used to just charge jump over the ramp, a boosted charge jump, of course, and now you actually hit the ramp, which is interesting. Oh, that was interesting. So on that last trampoline bounce pad, it was an air trick, not a trick that gives you more height. Because you can trick in the air in this game, but it gives you a weaker boost. So you don't really want to do that often, but if you're going to be going into the air afterwards, after your boost, when it's still active, then the boost length doesn't matter at that point. So I think we're going to see that again right here. Here will be an air trick, yeah. Because we go directly into the mushroom boost. So there's no point
getting
extra air time from jumping when you could just do an air trick, and the short boost is enough. Ladder using walls there. I remember early world records did not use the wall. Let's see this. Holy double edge trick. Man, we're not going for that crazy thing on the wall anymore. There used to be something different. But I've...
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think staying on the road is faster than doing the wall ride, but I'm not fully sure. But then again, in this run, Optic doesn't get the greatest of NIST there. In fact, that actually is probably her biggest weakness on the track, is that Section 6 NIST. So if she does decide to return and improve this world record, that is definitely something to look out for. She definitely has a lot of time to save there.
I heard Optic is like insane. Okay, just insane in general, but insane at this track and is very good at these strategies.
Yeah, this was, fun fact, this is actually the very first track Optic got world record on. But obviously now, like, she has the best time sheet in the game. She has 12 out of 30 unique world records. She's gotten a world record in 12 out of 30 tracks in this game, but this track, along with Salty Speedway, are the two tracks that she time trials the most. Like, those are the tracks that she's the most passionate about holding world record on, even though she currently doesn't hold the world record on Salty at the moment.
Very few other players can pull these off consistently. Desert Hills by Jacob in the last...
Oh yeah, actually, a little bit of a fun fact. Jacob deleted his ghost on this track. This ghost is actually not on the servers anymore. as of right now. There was another ghost, a Wario ghost, that had the name Sorry, but it was obviously same player, Jacob. He now has a 130.9, but it's a Bowser run. That is under his real name. But so he'll have to beat this exact time, minute 30.773, in order for there to be a new world record on the track.
6 months, this has improved by about 0.6, which is pretty significant. I wonder if there are any routing or strategy changes.
I still have this go saved on my account, by the way.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We should be going for the rock here at the start. Yeah, okay, so this is a lap 1 strategy. Oh, not even going for the coin. Interesting. Going for the other coin.
Oh, yeah. Actually, a little bit of a thing that I want to mention.
For the rock here at the start. Yeah, okay, so this...
I think, the fastest way of doing this is if you ride along if you go as far to the side here as possible while still riding this ramp.
This is a lap 1.
In this record, Jacob is a little bit further left than getting it all the way at the very side that he did in his previous world record, but that is just something to point out. A little small thing, but not much to talk about otherwise.
One strategy? Oh, not even going for the coin. Interesting. Going for the other coin. Going for the coin on the ground. I thought that rock strategy was for the coin, but I guess not. Okay, so here... This is an insane alignment, especially with low handling. I do that with 2 mushrooms by getting on the wall way later. Okay, and we've used 2 mushrooms on lap 1. This is the same as before. You might be wondering, how are we doing the big shortcut? Well, this is part of why I think Desert Hills is so much better than before. Early into the game, a lot of people ranked Desert Hills very low, especially playing online, because it's very much a bagging track where you want to get items. But look at this. Shroomless shortcut here. And we're going to see another one here. These are both so fun to do. They're not easy. They're not like the hardest thing in the world either, but they're not easy. And it's so fun.
Yeah. And also those shortcuts right there, very, very useful to know, especially if you're playing online. But in regards to the routing thing that Shortcat was talking about, I feel like this track will get ranked so much lower if what we're going to see on lap 3 is done 3 for 3, because there's still loads of room for improvement on this track. It's just how we're going to get that improvement is way too fucking hard. It's insane.
To front run Desert Hills, especially knowing the odds are kind of stacked against you. Except it's not really, because people will bag a lot and then they will make distance from you. I love front running this track, but you have to get all these things just right. And then here, a boosted charge jump into boosted air time. That's just a boosted trick. Especially on big jumps, the boosted trick saves more. Okay, so we're going here again. Crazy stuff. Oh, this thing. Oh!
Yep, barricade bounce. Barricade bounce 3 for 3 is the big thing that needs to happen. Barricade bounce 3 for 3 is the fastest way to drive this track, but obviously barricade bounce, way too goddamn inconsistent. People struggle to get it 1 for 3 even. So getting it 3 for 3, that's quite a tall task.
Nice. That ending part is basically luck. You have to land very specifically, get a wall ride. It's the most insane thing ever. I've never even done it once. That's crazy to have that right at the end of the time trial. What a toxic game mode.
You can also do it lap 1 and then just do the 2 shroom cut on lap 3. So you can flip around what you do on laps 1 and 3, but typically if you're not going to do barricade bounce 3 for 3, lap 2 you do shroomless, you do barricade bounce 1 for 3, then it's either lap 1 or lap 3 depending on what happens. Obviously, doing it lap 3, you do it essentially under way less pressure for the whole run, because essentially you won't even feel nervous doing it throughout the whole run, because it's at the very end. You essentially just prepare your mind to just, it's well, the rest of this doesn't matter. Then you just go for it and see if it works, and then if you hit it, well, then it's just the best feeling ever. But if you do it on lap 1, obviously you'll get more attempts at it, but It's like if you hit it, then you're under extreme nerves for the rest of the run. So it really just depends. It could go either way, honestly.
Shy Guy Bazaar by Zay, the GOAT of Shy Guy Bazaar, and this is improved by about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, so fun fact, this world record here by Zay actually is well over 100 days old at this point. However, there is a good chance it might get taken down sometime soonish because there is a coin strat in the works.
Oh, we got that crazy strategy again? Wow. Yeah. Something I will never go for online. I tried learning it, and it was very, very tough, I must say. I will keep it for time trials. Wow, that's...
And yeah, it's right here where the coin strat happens. You essentially get these 2 coins, you charge jump onto this wall, and then you essentially take like this path around.
Really clean one. I'm so used to the way I do it online, and it's a bit slower because it's safer, but that's such a clean line through. Okay, and then this boost carrying into the boost panel. Getting 3 coins here. Oh, there might have been a rail strategy change on lap 2 and 3. Okay, and then this. That looks easy, but is actually really hard to land just right. You have to have landed for long enough. Otherwise,
oh yeah, the trick
at glider
like right after the glider, yeah, that is kind of toxic to get right.
It cheats you out of the speed boost. Unbelievable. We paid $80 for this game, and there's no speed boost. Okay, so that bump off of the wall above the building, you'll probably see it again on lap 3. That's such a clean bump. Oh wow, pole trick, charge jump, boosted charge jump.
Yeah, this strat.
Yeah, left trick, right trick. It used to just be a forward trick. I think I see why. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see it again on lap 3 and we'll confirm if that's the reason, but I think it's because the left rail is a bit longer. And you might think, oh, but if you left trick, right trick, aren't you taking a longer path to your destination compared to if you just forward trick? That's true, yes,
Good
you
question.
do take a longer path, but left tricks and right tricks are faster. Like, they keep you going forward at the same speed, they just give you extra left and right movement. So, it's basically, yeah, so like the left rail is like slightly longer, yeah, and then...
Yeah, in this situation, you definitely want to take advantage of left tricks and right tricks, but obviously that's not going to be the case all the time.
That's so funny. Something you never would have guessed in the beginning of this game because we were doing forward tricks at the end of that stuff, not realizing that left tricks and right tricks are just so fast on rails. Wario Stadium by Nugget, and this is the only run under 2 minutes. That's crazy. Congrats to Nugget.
Yep.
And the last time we saw this, it was about 0.6 seconds slower. Okay, so a boosted charge jump on the coin there. Being at 1 coin is a big difference from being at 0 coins in this game. It's not like every coin is equal. Oh, double left trick. What? I haven't seen that one.
Yep. That is an Atsuki tactic. He was the first to do that in a PB, and I mean, Optic incorporated it into the world record when she first started doing what's coming up here, 3-for-3 Valor. And Nugget has learned it, so good on him.
Is that what pushed this under the edge? Crazy. Oh, okay. Lap 1 used to... I'll show it on screen. Lap 1 used to go for...
yeah, this right here. This lap 1... This old lap 1 exclusive. This shortcut to get... That you do to get to the coin rail is actually
crazy thing there
pretty...
to get onto the coin rail.
Pretty tough.
But, like... We're not going for the coin rail now. We're just going to be at lower coins. Obviously, you know, 1 extra shortcut going up to the rail shortcut, but fewer coins the whole run. And this is worth it, I guess. That's one interesting thing about time trials is like, you know, you have to route the whole run. It's not just about each section because coins are a thing and coins make you go a little bit faster. So
that is 100% true. That this is something that applies to this game. It also applies, I know, to like 8/8 Deluxe. I'm not sure if 7 had coins. It might have. I'm not fully sure. I don't remember, but I know we definitely did not.
Interesting. Okay, that's really, really cool. But the coin strategy, honestly, is like what's baffling me because we're missing out on so many coins in order to do this, and somehow this is still worth it. Man, coin routes are so confusing in this game.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, so in the time trial, the coin got taken there on lap 1. so it's gone. But that slight coin boost really matters. It gives you a boosted charge jump and makes it easier to climb the wall. But something about one of the updates that Nintendo made is I guess they made it easier to attach from a wall directly to a rail.
Yep.
It applies to a few spots on some tracks, including this one, and I guess that's one of the spots. I know that's one of the spots. It
definitely is.
I guess that makes a big difference here because now you can go for this shortcut coinless on lap 2 and 3, whereas before you only have to do this on lap 3. Now it's like a much higher success rate than before.
Yeah, that is true. Obviously, yeah, you have a much higher success rate at coinless Valor before than in the past. It is definitely a lot easier at a higher coin count. It is definitely. It's still tough on a lower coin count, but it's definitely not impossible whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, even a big thing about it is technically it could have been done prior to 1.6, but obviously 1.6 made it a lot more feasible. And obviously, like, because it was so much harder to... Because even if you made it like prior to 1.6, it was still so much harder to even get a trick afterwards, which as you saw on laps 2 and 3 with coinless Valor, and I'll even show it again here.
Before you only have to do this on lap 3. Now it's like a much higher...
Yeah, that trick right there, like prior to the patch, like the majority of the time when you would make coinless Valor, you wouldn't be able to trick afterwards. But now you can essentially just do it. It's so much easier to just be able to do that instantly when making it as well. That's another thing.
Success rate than before.
And these tricks definitely help out a lot, for sure. Not being able to do that first right trick, you definitely lose quite a bit of time if you can't do it.
And by the way, that rail shortcut saves a whole second. So I guess it makes sense having a fewer coins is worth it, but I don't know why it wasn't worth it before. Great run.
I think for what I said before, but who knows?
2 minutes! That must have been so crazy to watch as they're getting the run because it's so close. Airship Fortress by Lego Wee Man. This is improved by about 0.3 seconds only. Already such an optimized track that I'm surprised we're seeing a 0.3 time save.
Okay. Now, actually, I did not cover this in my very first world record reaction video, but there's some key stuff I need to talk about here on Airship Fortress. And we're going to see the main thing right here.
I don't know too much about what's going on here, but I'll try my best to explain.
Yeah, that! Right there! Right there. Rail boost.
I'm safe.
Look at this again.
I don't know too much about what's going on here, but I'll try my best to explain.
Yeah, so that right there, rail boost, essentially it's a lap 1 only thing, and actually, funny enough, when 1.6 dropped, obviously coinless Valor was made easier, but on this track in particular, rail boost, what you just saw there, became impossible on 1.6, and because of that, it also made pace break impossible on lap 3. So essentially put this world record throughout all of 1.6 was unbeatable, which is crazy. And obviously a lot of the time save prior in between those world record reaction videos from Shortcat came from pace break and rail boost here, but in particular pace break. And bro, like, rail boost was fixed in when 1.7 dropped. Like, 1.7 actually fixed rail boost, and on top of that, with a potential glider being made faster, or like higher acceleration from glider or whatnot, this track's world record is so beatable now. Like, I believe Lego Wee Man actually is working to try and get sub 154 now. Crazy stuff. Like, this track got, like, this particular record got free duration because of this world record being pretty much nearly impossible to beat in the 1.6 update, but now that is no longer an issue.
So first, we're going for coins on lap 1. And this, again, just a constant theme is doing tricks and then getting a boost and then jumping during that boost to preserve it throughout the air. Oh, and then there's a little hop there I want to explain as well. Okay, I'm getting refreshed on all of this.
Yep.
I will that hop too, I think that's also for preserving the mini turbo boost. We've seen that a long time ago, but I don't actually know the exact reason.
I don't know either. I am not as familiar with... I just know it exists, and I know that is something that you definitely need to do. I just don't know exactly the main reason why.
Why it saves time? I just know it saves an incredibly small amount of time. Okay, going for a few coins. Shortcut. Oh, almost perpendicular to the rail. Okay, watch the way we're jumping off the end of the rail here. It's like, that one wasn't even a trick, it was a hop. But it's fine, because it's a short trick boost, and you're going to jump soon anyway, so getting a long trick boost doesn't matter. The Rocky Wrench head! Okay, and then this I want to explain. See that little hop before starting the boosted charge jump? When you do that hop, that was also a thing in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, by the way. You can't get a trick boost while your trick animation is still active. So if you get a low trick like that, then what you can do is immediately hop when you land. It delays the trick boost, and I'll show you on the next lap what that's actually doing. But it's turning your boosted charge jump, instead of from jumping on a downhill, which is slower, it turns it into jumping on a flat ground.
Now, we're hearing Shortcat explain a lot about like physics of the game and whatnot. I am not exactly the biggest expert of like the physics of the game whatsoever, so it's definitely something I'm not in the wheelhouse to talk about, you know? I feel like I'm not capable of talking about like the physics of the game and whatnot.
And that makes all the difference in a time trial world record. So we'll watch that again right here.
Nope, because you're about to see what happens on lap 3. Lap 3 obviously is different because no longer going for coins. That is some Shortcat completely forgot about, idiot. And he's gonna soon see.
Little hop to... Oh, wait, it's different on lap 3. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, because on lap 3, we're not going for coins, so we go for the rail on the side for extra stuff. Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna have to rewind yourself to watch that on lap 2.
And in fact, I actually will do that for you guys. Oh my god, if my thing can load. So, right here on lap 2.
See that little hop before...
Hope you caught that, because I'm not going to repeat it otherwise. Let's just get back to where we were. So we were like around here.
Hey, we're not going for coins, so we go for the rail on the side for extra stuff. Okay. You're going to have to rewind yourself to watch that on lap 2 if you want to see what I'm talking about.
I just did that.
Oh, man. Yep. Time trials. There's different stuff on every lap, right? Because if this was like a regular online race, you might actually want to go for those coins on lap 3. Or maybe don't go for the coins earlier. It's like...
Yeah, or what you could do is just do what you do on lap 3 in time trials here. You just do the fast strat every lap.
So many different decisions. Oh, this is the stuff I've been excited for. 2.1 seconds.
Yeah, look at that gap.
Record on DK Pass.
That is crazy.
Mikkel. Oh, man. 2.1 seconds in the last 6 months. I knew this track would have something insane. Okay. Let's see where it is. Wait, I know what it's going to be. Do you know what it's going to be?
I know what it's going to be.
Let's find out. Very, very clean cut there. But that's... Yeah, we're not going for the wall anymore. Edge trick, boosted charge jump, trick on this double trick. Trick on the ground to get a boosted trick. That was a double trick, by the way. I don't know what's the point of that. I guess to trick later. And grab
yeah, it involves a shake trick.
I don't know. Crazy stuff. Are we going to see this on all 3 laps?
Yep.
That's a really tough strategy. I think there was a harder version that was discovered first, though.
Oh, yeah. The subframe perfect. I know. If you want to see what the subframe perfect looks like, go watch my first World Record reactions video. Or even go ahead and watch, I believe it's like a 158.2 run set by Mikkel. That's a good World Record to watch for the subframe perfect.
Yeah, I think there was like some phantom trick. You can trick on a little piece of bump in the ground that you can't even...
I don't know if that's a phantom trick, but who knows? It could be. I'm not fully sure.
See, super inconsistent. Basically, quantum mechanics is what people called it. But
oh Oh, yeah. Actually, I do want to, because I'm hearing quantum mechanics. Like, I actually do want to say something. Like, after this video came out, I know at least one person or maybe multiple people or like a few people over on the Time Trials Discord server were essentially complaining about like this comment like from Shortcat. Also, I think it was also someone that specializes in DK Spaceport that was kind of complaining about some of the stuff Shortcat said in this video, saying like, "Oh, he's just lying and whatnot." But actually, like after like that happened, and then fun fact, like because Shortcat is in the Time Trials Discord server, he actually did come on the server and kind of explain like some physics, and like there was like a discussion going on about like physics stuff in the game, and Shortcat actually came in with evidence to back up his own like claims about like the physics of the game or whatnot. So so that happened. I mean, I'm glad that Shortcat at least had evidence to back up his own claims, you know? If you're going to debate something like that, at least come in with evidence. If you're just going to say stuff like, yeah, you'll at least stand a chance in court if you come in with actual evidence. You're doomed if you don't do that otherwise. It's same goes in debate club.
In this case, we're doing a boosted charge jump from this edge trick to get onto this pole. And I wonder if that's faster or not, but surely that's easier. Okay, so that trick...
Well, this strat is more consistent. I know that obviously hitting the subframe perfect from, the Tanuki strat is harder than this. This strat is more consistent, but this strat overall, the Gazpacho strat is... it's overall harder, but is more consistent. But the Tanuki strat, like getting like the setup and like doing all that is supposedly easier. But obviously a lot more luck based, a lot more RNG, like just trying to hit that subframe perfect. So it's essentially a double-edged sword.
Single trick here. I saw the hop come out before that, so maybe a double trick was attempted. Not too sure though. This is my first time seeing this. I love this one. Stuff I'll never go for online.
Yep.
Oh man, I still remember like in the early days of this game.
Yep, that off-road hit that I mentioned before, I don't think Shortcat is going to mention it, but in this particular record, Mikkel lost a little bit of time at the end of lap 2 because of that.
When we were still going for the tree shortcut, that's not even in the world record anymore.
Yeah, crazy! The tree shortcut is not, the tree cut is not even in the world record anymore, the tree Nisk. Now, obviously, the shortcut that is, because you essentially just can't get the alignment for it. Nowadays, to compensate, you just do the log Nisk.
Still go for online. I remember calling that a crazy shortcut.
But,
you know.
But obviously, truth be told, tree Nisk is faster than log Nisk, but log Nisk is done in world record instead of tree Nisk. Because the strat that you're doing here, like, regardless of if it's Gazpacho here or even Tanuki, you're just gonna have shit alignment afterwards, so you can't really do the tree Nisk afterwards, unless you fail the subframe perfect from Tanuki and happen to land in the exact right spot.
Most people, almost nobody was going for it online at that point, but I learned it and I was going for it online, and I'm like, look, I'm being so hype. But now I can't do this online. This is impossible.
Yep,
it's possible, but people have done it online. Skill.
Yeah, like prior to the discovery of like Tanuki and Gazpacho, like every strat in the DK Pass World Record was online viable. That is definitely not the case anymore.
Issue, but like it's really hard. This is not reliable. Oh man, and to get the perfect alignment there, you could barely see it or hear it, but there was an extra left trick before the final tree. And that helped to push the alignment a bit more. Wow, crazy run. I love this. I remember when it was crazy that this was below 2 minutes, but now it's way below.
Yep.
Starview Peak by Zay. I can't believe this is one of the ones that is...
Oh, actually, Yeah, a little bit of a teaser for my next world record reaction video. This world record got absolutely destroyed. So, a little bit of something to keep an eye out in my next world record reaction video.
Improved by the most, but this is about 0.7 seconds improvement from 6 months ago. You got cow. Let's see. Edge trick.
And it's improved by even more.
I was kind of waiting for
That's my one
but I guess
spoiler that I'm going to give.
There isn't one. Because you have to get that rainbow mini turbo there. And then the boosted charge jump, of course. All right, now this. Let's see, mushroom here? Yeah, for the shroomless shortcut later. But you have to go wide for the coin, you might think. But you have to go wide in general. I'll show you more on lap 2 and 3. So booster, trick here. Boosted airtime there, wow. And then this, the physics here are so funky that it lets you take that shroomless.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and then the thing
I'm pretty sure the only reason why that's possible is because it's because you're in the boosted section. Like this kind of boosted section here in this water section, like in Starview Peak. There's a few. The only other tracks with boosted sections like this are Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road.
I don't go for online because very risky. If you get hit by anything, you fall off by doing that. But if you just drive and steer, it's a bit slower. Now, I didn't talk too much about combos, but
that is a new strat. And also what I forgot to mention before, like the edge trick strat is also new in comparison to what Shortcat saw before.
This combo is good here is because a lot of this track, I don't know how much of this track, but a lot of this track counts as terrain. There's 3 different ground types. There's ground, terrain, or rough, and there's water. And the icy sections are actually terrain, I believe. Like, at least I know, like, okay, it's water here, but I think this part's terrain because it's icy and a bit slippery.
Yeah.
Crazy shortcut. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about, I never really knew the explanation for this before, so I didn't explain it in previous world record reactions, but the one technique that's been known for a very long time.
Oh yeah, and also another thing that was done in this, like, it just came into my mind, but another thing that changed since that last world record Shortcat saw, obviously Charge Jump Disc is done 3 for 3 now. In that run that you saw before, it was only done 2 for 3, and the main reason why was because on lap 2, the world record at that time, like they got too much air coming out of like the rail, coming onto the rail thing, like that trick. So they essentially couldn't do the charge jump beforehand.
Which is the Rainbow Mini Turbo.
Otherwise, they would just insta-fail trying to go for Charge Jump Disc at that point.
The reason why it's faster, actually, is because you go from a regular section, like, see how there's no boost coming out of the exhaust right now? And then we go to a blue boosted
I'll show
section.
what I'm talking about.
So,
like, the
when you're in the glider, you can't quickly accelerate from normal speed to boosted speed. So watch the sparks after the end, the exhaust, it's blue now.
Yep, and those blue sparks obviously mean that we're in a boosted section.
Because we're now in a boosted section. And that happens
and it's,
midway through the glider.
On that trick right there that I just mentioned, if you get too much height coming off of that, you can't do Charge Jump Disc. You have to do regular disc instead.
After the end, the exhaust, it's blue now. Because we're now in a boosted section. And
so, right here, definitely want to get low air here if you're going to want to do Charge Jump Disc.
That happens midway through the glider. So if you carry a long speed boost into the glider, as soon as you hit the blue section, you will almost instantly accelerate up to the new blue boosting speed. But if you don't do that and just get a trick off...
Oh, yeah, that is the one noticeable mistake in this record. Is that missed SMT. I don't think Shortcat mentions it.
Glider, you go very slow for a lot of that blue part because you haven't accelerated up yet. So that's why it's faster, and I think that's really cool. Sky High Sunday by Optic. This has improved by about 0.2 seconds, which is a lot because the last time I looked at this, it hadn't improved.
Now, actually,
in many, many months.
I'm gonna wait.
One of the only ones that was really stuck, and now a breakthrough has occurred on...
Yep. And actually a little bit of a fun fact, like, Jamie did have another record that was like 0.1 faster than the last one he reacted to, but obviously Shortcat hadn't had a world record reaction done prior to that, and this record was still relatively recent. It is a little bit older now. I think it's actually like a month old now, but still, like, this record is like still is rather recent, and it still hasn't been beaten.
Sky High Sunday. Let's watch it together. I think this just happened a couple of days ago.
Oh, and he had not mentioned it. Yeah. So
High Sunday. Let's watch it together.
Obviously, this coin right here, the world record used to get this coin, but now it's skipped entirely.
I think this just happened a couple of days ago.
So that's the first big change.
A wall right there to get a bit more of the boost. So instead of 1 boost there, it's 2 boosts. Very, very slight improvement. Honestly.
Oh, yeah. I have to address something here, by the way. That right there is not faster. It is slower. Like, that is something I have to address there. Like, yeah, you're faster directly attaching to the rail, like in those other world records from Jamie. Like that world record that Shortcat reacts to in his previous world record reaction video, along with another one, along with Jamie's current PB that was world record for a while. Take a look at those, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What is done there is faster than what's done here. This wall is purely a backup strat because Optic fucked up. That's all it is. At the time
of recording this,
like, I think she tricked a little bit too early. She did get the hill coin, but yeah.
Oh.
That is slower. In case you're wondering, this has been confirmed by a lot of top time trialers in the time trial Discord server. So, yeah. This information that Shortcat's saying right here is inaccurate. That is one of the big inaccuracies I am going to point out here.
Wall right there to get a bit more of the boost. So instead of 1 boost there, it's 2 boosts. Very, very slight improvement.
That is like honestly, one of the only inaccuracies from this video that I have noticed. Like, but besides that, like, good explanations and a lot of accurate information otherwise. Let me know if there's other stuff that's inaccurate.
Probably, my guess is that saves less than 0.1. Then we're going for...
Nope, it is slower. It definitely does not save 0.1. It is slower. But you know what does save 0.1, though, overall, is the coin strat. And, like, how much time you save prior to getting the final coin. It actually might save a little bit more than that, actually. But then again, this is not counting hill skip.
The triple wall jump. You need some coins for that, but luckily there are a lot of coins. Like, I think you need, I don't know, maybe at least 10 coins or something. That's what I go for online. Okay, then we're trying to get all the way up to 20 coins because it is a speed combo, so that's very important.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a bit different on lap
Here we go.
3, not going for the coin. Charge jump there. Boosted charge jump over here. I wish I got to be surprised by that, but I've seen that. Skipping a coin. Oh, there's one right here.
Oh, yeah, and...
Wish I got to be surprised by that, but I've seen that. Skipping a coin.
Oh, yeah, this coin right here, I forgot to mention in my latest world record reaction video. This is the coin that the world record that is taken in replace for the other coin that is skipped on lap 1.
Oh, there's one right here. Oh man.
And you only get on lap 2 because you're obviously coming out from the middle path there.
In the air before reattaching to the wall for the final time is to get lower on the wall, because I talked about when you're in an active trick boost, when you're in an active trick animation, you cannot get a trick boost. Well, you also cannot get a wall ride. So that's why sometimes...
Oh, yeah, and I don't think Shortcat mentions it here. He definitely does not mention it, but obviously, like what I mentioned in my latest world record reaction video...
Get a trick boost. Well, You also cannot get a wall.
That right there, Optic lost quite a bit of time on. Did not get the greatest shroom on lap 3. Like, actual fun fact, Optic beat Jamie's beat the lap 2 in the previous world record set by Jamie in this run whilst being down a coin the majority of the time, which is insane. Obviously, hill skip definitely does help with that, but that's still a fun fact to know, like, which is crazy. But also, Jamie makes up for it by having an absolutely absurd lap 3, and Optic couldn't quite match that. Lap 3 is supposed to be the same. So, yeah, this world record can definitely be improved by at least 0.1 because of this shroom in particular. You lose quite a bit of time if you don't do this properly, and that's what happened in this world record in particular.
Right. So that's why sometimes you'll
so that's something to know. Optic's pace was insane though in this
run. It's
run.
not just for fun. Sometimes there is an actual speed purpose for it. And this is to get lower on the wall so that we can get back down to the ground sooner. We'll see it again here. There's an extra air trick between two of these wall attachments. That one. Yeah, that one slightly delays when you attach to the wall. And then going around this, I don't know, that's crazy. Optic!
Of course. That camera angle.
Turning the camera, you were so close to hitting the boards. If you didn't get the record from that, that's deserved.
Yep, based. It would have been deserved if Optic did not get world record from that. I'm pretty sure, by the way, like, she was doing that in practice, and then apparently, like, she wasn't originally going to do it, like, in the actual world record run, but muscle memory kicked in, and she ended up doing it on accident. It does look cool, though, to be fair, and will make for quite a reaction.
Wario Shipyard by another. This is improved by about 0.6 seconds,
and this world record is improved by another 0.2 cents.
Gotta say, I love the amount of heavyweights that show up in world record time trials because the speed stat really matters. However, when you play online, acceleration and handling matter a lot too. So, okay, so let's see what has changed. 2 coins there, nice. I always try for that online. I usually don't get it. My bad.
Yep. Also hitbox issue.
Okay, so far, everything's looking the same. There's been a shroomless shortcut discovered here, but this must be the best mushroom spot. Hitting the wall? Wow.
Yeah, there's like no other good shroom spot other than that cut right there.
I mean, I'm sure that doesn't lose time, but that doesn't look like the best line to me.
You lose a little bit of time. You lose a little bit of time if you hit that wall there, but in this particular instance, but it's not the worst outcome for sure.
Getting the orange mini turbo on the wall, nice, before tricking off. They charge very quickly, so it's important to pay attention to that stuff. All right, are we going to see anything new around here? Edge trick? I don't think that was there before.
I think like the ship trick and those edge tricks there were in that world record that Shortcat reacted to last time. He just completely forgot about them.
Oh, we used to go onto the wall and then onto the rail. Now it's just... And then blue mini turbo. Okay, interesting. So the record from before was attached to the wall, drive onto the rail, and then get 1 trick. But now it's 2.
I'm not sure if attaching to the wall there is faster. I'm pretty sure another would have to confirm on that.
Tricks on the rail, and then
he could definitely confirm it for sure.
It's a blue mini turbo after. Nice. Because I find that to be easier personally, and I always knew it was barely a time difference. So that's just what I was going for online, and turns out that's the fastest thing to do. Nice.
Turns out you were ahead of the curve.
I was doing it for the wrong reasons, but I ended up being correct. Oh, this! Oh, nice. Complete water avoidance, kind of. But not having to go left to get onto that rail. Okay, that's interesting because I know there's been some strat development on that side of the track, but one big problem with it and why you don't see people go for that sort of thing online is because of the water cycle, the wave cycles. If the water is too high, it won't let you attach to that little wall at the end. So I guess we'll see if they go for it again on lap 3.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. Now, I did completely forget about some, but I think I'll actually introduce it in my next not my next one. In my next video on this channel specifically. I have some new that I did prep that I completely forgot about for this video, which sucks, but it's fine. I'll just introduce it next time, but yeah, I won't say anything else.
Because obviously the reason they don't go for it on lap 1 is because the rail has coins, right? But let's see if they do it on lap 3. Is it cycle permitting? And I feel like it might be because, yes, it is, yes. Because like the world record improved by so much, surely this has to be part of it. Nice, new strats on Wario Shipyard, not just going for the rail. But can I do it online? I don't know.
And he doesn't mention the fact that we killed Bowser. Absolute disgrace. Oh my god.
Why not? I'm excited to react to this one. This is...
Yep. Yep. This record is so scuffed. I'm pretty sure Gyarados also reacted to this exact same world record. It's so funny. This world record is so funny. Obviously, it's not the world record anymore, but this world record is so funny to watch every time. Oh my god.
Birdo, Koopa Troopa Beach.
And also, in case you're wondering why Shortcat has Alburro's in blue here, it's because he has Alburro added. It's because he has Alburro added as a friend on his Switch. He has Alburro friended on his Switch. That's why it is like that.
This is improved by 0.9 seconds since the last time we looked at it. And there have been some new strategy developments. I never looked at the world record, but I do know that something new has been found. Yep. Yeah, this is new.
Yep, it's the disc!
Get a coin there, do this shroomless, and have the perfect line for those 2 coins. Incredible. And I think that's one you can go for online, but it's pretty tough.
It's
not
hard.
one I've quite learned yet because I have a strategy on Koopa Troopa Beach that involves a lot of the shortcuts. Wow, we're going for it again.
Yep.
Wait, hang on. How many times are we... Right, we only have 3 mushrooms, and that's the best mushroom spot.
Well, you should be going... Oh my...
Surely we're not...
Bro, oh my god. Well, hey, hey, at least you can see a little bit of what we got going here. EVW video collab with TCD. Another Shortcat video. Shortcat video. A phrase plays reaction, a rather recent one. Hey, just some cursed moments in Mario Kart World reaction. And then Liam's guide. Hey, that's at least good to know. That was a complete accident, by the way. But, hey.
Going for it again?
We'll just move on.
No, but you can still do that and then do the ending shortcut on the last 3 laps. Nice. Yeah, let's do it. 3 times and then ending shortcut.
Yep.
Yeah, so this was...
Yep, and I'll rewind it for a bit, but one thing I will obviously mention, the world record, we thought beforehand that we could only do the NISC on the first 2 laps because the shroom spot saved way too much time. But then we later found out that if you actually hit the NISC properly and then do the shroom cut coming up here
3 times and then ending shortcut.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so this was the...
If you do the NISC and this properly, it does save time over just doing the old shroom cut. But obviously, like mentioned, you have to do it. You have to hit both. You have to do both extremely well in order to save time. If you fuck up either one, it's just going to be slower than just doing the normal shroom spot. Doing the normal shroom spot is just a lot safer. Like the old shroom spot.
Previous best mushroom spot, times and then ending shortcut. Yeah, so this was the previous best mushroom spot, day 1 Mario Kart World before we discovered you could charge jump to take a huge cut over the second cut.
Yep, that was the one thing that I was obviously interrupting. That is true. That was the case. That is a little bit of a fun fact for you, but this is okay. Yeah, because, obviously, Alberto's not even aligned for the NISC. He is just going to do the old shroom cut here. We get to hear Shortcat's reaction. Yes, let's go. always love hearing people's reactions on this particular part.
Just... Oh? Wait, why? Hang on, I don't...
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
Oh my lord.
Is it too hard? Maybe it's too hard.
The Nisk is hard, to be fair, but...
I don't know, we're not getting more coins or anything.
But for what I mentioned before is the main reason why.
What? I don't get it. Was Alberto behind the ghost or something?
He was! He was!
Why are we doing it 4 out of 5
He said it in the
times?
comment section. He said in the comment section on this video. I didn't know why before, but yeah. He wanted to play it safe on the last 2 laps, but he was behind his ghost on at this point. So he felt like he had to risk it in this particular run, and it paid off. That's why he doesn't go for Nisk on lap 4. He was trying to play it safe on the last 2 laps, but ultimately fell behind his ghost, so he had to risk it on the final lap. So that's why it's so scuffed. Why he doesn't do this lap 4? Why he does the old Shroom Cut lap 4 and then does Nisk on the other 4 laps? It doesn't make sense, but it's just so funny to see it every time.
For something I had to risk it? Why are we doing it 4 out of 5 times? What happened on lap 4?
Yeah!
Someone explain this to me.
Yeah, what happened on lap 4? Oh my god, that is such a highlight right there. Well, at least Alberto explained it in the comment section on this video, and at least we know why now.
Faraway Oasis by MX5. Also, it is actually James.
Yep.
And this is James is the GOAT of Faraway Oasis. Also,
and this world record got beaten very recently, and just be prepared for my next world record reaction video. I'm going to absolutely enjoy what happens.
I didn't mention Alberto is the GOAT.
But it's not in this record.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but also Koopa Troopa Beach. So, this is improved by like 0.7 seconds. Yeah, 2 edge tricks there instead of 1 like before.
Yeah, crazy how much more optimized the shot got sent.
I think something has changed over here. Yeah, that's so interesting. Somehow I was looking for the long trick boost. That was a long trick boost. So somehow still got a trick off the rail, but because you're moving sideways on the rail, it just counts as ground instead of attaching you to the rail. So the old method of doing that turn skip was...
It's not even old, like what you just saw there is a lap 1 exclusive. Now, you still do the old method on laps 2 and 3, but obviously before like that super fast method that you see everyone do these days, that you do, it used to be done on all 3 laps in the world record, but now you do this lap 1, you do this particular variation on lap 1 for an extra coin.
By going to the right side, and that's still what I do online. I don't know how hard this version is.
It is very online viable.
This version's pretty...
the version that Shortcat say does online. I don't know how hard this version is either.
The old method of doing that turn skip was by going to the right side, and that's still what I do online. I don't know how hard this version is, but this version's pretty intense. It doesn't look easy to me.
Is it? I'm not fully
trick,
sure.
Yeah, so before it was orange mini turbo single edge trick. Now it's 2 edge tricks, which means more driving, less drifting. All right, let's see this again. No, we're going right side this time. Oh, that's for lap 1. Lap 1, you get an extra coin.
And now he realizes.
You can ride the first rail for longer, I think. Interesting. And that saves 0.7?
Yep, the super splash.
Or was something else changed?
No, there was other stuff changed. Obviously, better optimization, and well, the double edge trick thing that you mentioned earlier, which, why did you not consider that when you said that? Oh my god, idiot!
Maybe something with the big water bounce, the super splash, which I haven't even commented on because there's so much to talk about here, but that, obviously, when it first got discovered, was a crazy looking shortcut. And now, like, you know, the way that it's done in time trials, super risky, right? If you mess up, you might wall ride, or you might start going backwards, which has happened to me, specifically when getting shocked. Like, I get hit by the shock, and then I just go backwards there. So, yeah, the way we do it online is a bit safer. But this is insane, like getting so low here, not even going that high from the water bounce, and barely coming out of the off-road. One thing that's been really cool about seeing this game from the very start is watching time trials take on a life of its own. Because before, you would get your strategies informed by time trials, but now they're just stuff that you would never do.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff like that in other Mario Kart games as well, but in this game in particular, yes, there is some stuff that you can get from time trials that is online viable or whatnot, but there's a lot of strats that, yeah, do not lean on time trials for stuff that you can do reasonably, because you don't know how hard a strat is. Obviously, if you're going for online play, but in time trials, ideally you want to do the fastest stuff if possible, but if something's too hard for you, don't do it immediately. Just do something else that is like a good alternative, and then you can build your way up into incorporating that into your records. Just one strat at a time. That's really all I can say.
Strategies informed by time trials, but now they're just stuff that you would never do.
Yep, indeed.
Peach Beach by Arisugawa, and this is improved by only 0.1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, a little bit of a fun fact to mention now that we're here. Shortcat actually pronounced the names of the Japanese players with the Japanese characters. He wasn't doing that in his other world record reactions. Like, he was just using, like, he just used Google to help translate and help, like, speak it out loud. But this time around, he actually says himself. So, congrats. That is a step up from before.
Crazy.
And also, this record is a little bit old now.
Yeah, but, I mean, some tracks have improved by this little. I'm giving Peach Beach a hard time, because it deserves it.
Well, it's definitely improved by more than... Well, it's definitely improved by more than that.
Bowser is the time trial king in this game. Bowser has the most speed. And especially
you'll see in my next
when you're on a water track like this with a lot of straight lines.
Also, yeah, this record is a little bit older, so obviously in my last world record reaction video, we saw the charge jump strat done over here. This record is a little bit older, so it doesn't do it.
The most speed. And especially when you're on a water track like this with a lot of straight line driving.
Yeah.
It's not like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe where it's always Yoshi because you want to snake for mini turbos. Here. Are we getting a rainbow mini turbo?
We also love Peach.
A lot of grass touched. A boosted charge jump. Nice. Innovation. I don't think I'm going to be able to spot what has changed on this one.
There's really only one thing that has changed since the last world record that you reacted to.
Nice trick. Boosted. Oh, Yoshi is canonically dead. Wow.
Yep. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, that Yoshi.
So we need to get up to 20 coins here. That's 2 right there. That's another one right here. Where are we getting the last 6? Well, the only coins available on the track left. You got to hit these 3 super precisely.
Yep.
And then another 3 right here. I mean, there's not much going on Peach Beach. I get hyped when I get those online. Oh, wow. Secret trick spot. I didn't know about that.
We really have to stoop that low, don't we?
The extra trick. All right. Little charge jump here. Nice. Going for the rail. Oh, big trick boost. Yeah, you don't want to be too close to the left at the top because otherwise it makes you take a terrible line on the next turn.
Here we go.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that mushroom timing is very important. Some on the water, but even though mushrooms give you a bigger boost on the water, the reason that timing is used is so that you can carry some of that boost into the air, so it actually lasts longer than your typical mushroom.
Yeah, that is actually key to note. Like, that shroom timing is very important, but in this run, you don't see it, but after this strat, if you get the trick out of the water here, after doing the boy strat, you'll actually be boosting, and that can actually set up the timing for this shroom even better. I feel like just doing this strat makes it a little bit easier to judge the shroom timing. Who knows? I could just be chatting out my fucking ass right now.
Oh, that's... The reason that timing is used is so that you can carry some of that boost into the air, so it actually lasts longer than your typical mushroom. So that's cool, but the thing before it can't save more than 0.1. It just can't, because that's how much the record is improved by. So, Peach, you're still my 30th favorite track in this game.
Low-key, it actually does save like that much, to be honest. I think I actually think it does save like that much, roughly. But I could be wrong.
Salty Speedway by Nuggets. This is somehow improved by 1.4 seconds, and I wasn't sure why, but I actually went and watched the previous record just to get myself familiar, and I realized, oh, I actually have seen some of the more recent Salty Speedway world records, and so this makes sense.
Yeah, there actually has been quite a lot of developments on this track since that world records Shortcat reacted to, and well, it definitely, from the sounds of it, based on what he said, he definitely has been keeping up with the world records on this track, so it makes sense.
Because I just enjoy watching these. You can't blame me.
Yeah.
The old one is nothing compared to this. Oh, that's a really high trick.
Correct.
I'm still making it here.
The old one is nothing compared to this
on the way
record.
down for good measure.
There are so many
the 3 coins around
strats
here,
have been
and lap
added.
2 and 3 will be different. But I want to see. Okay, so the mushroom spot. Using the mushroom as late as possible to get this extra boosted trick, and then all of this becomes possible. Trick on the bench, and back.
Yep.
You see why? Like
it's only possible with the mushroom boost.
When this one comes out, I actually do watch it.
It's only possible with the mushroom boost.
But I will watch Salty.
You can't do it if you do the glider.
Let me know in the comments. Is this the track with the biggest glow up from day one to now? Because I went back and checked some of the polls from my day one Mario Kart World release stream, and people hated Salty Speedway. And
well, I feel like it definitely is up there for biggest glow up. But also, let it be known, this is something a little bit triggering. Shortcat did not fucking talk about this! Look at this!
Now.
Yeah.
Because
this is
went
rather
back and
new.
checked some of the polls from my day one Mario Kart World release stream, and people hated...
Like, yeah, that strat that you saw there, well, not the trick into the water, but yeah, like...
Glow up from day
here,
one
the pole
to
and
now.
the tree.
Because...
Trick, and then you
I went
bounce
back and
off
checked some of the polls.
That pole and then the 2 poles there and that tree on the right to get onto this platform. Yeah, that is another development. Laps 2 and 3 only.
From my day one Mario Kart World release stream, and people hated Salty Speedway, and that was a sentiment. Oh, huge gap.
Yeah,
that was a sentiment that was around.
That's what happens when you go right side canopy.
Until we realized how crazy it was, and it was nothing like this. If you want to go watch back some of the earlier world records, I invite you to, because it was nothing like this one.
They used Bowser Real Racer, and they took the bottom path, and it was much more lame.
And Mario Kart World players will always find a way to either be in a boost or have boosted airtime. And as you can see, it's a theme here. If you can get a lot of tricks, a lot of rails, then it's typically better to play a lightweight combo. And if you haven't seen this world record in a long time, like, it used to be heavyweights because we touch a lot of water, but now no, we got the glider, we got this rail thing. Let's see this one more time.
But now it's essentially become a water is lava challenge.
It looks easy. It's just like, oh, just hit R over and over. But no,
yeah,
rails
the
are
water
the
is
thing
lava
in this game, especially when it's that. Dino Jungle by Alberto. Not me, tricked ya. That was done with a glitch, and it wasn't even done by me. It was done by Nightmare. Thank you, Nightmare.
Yeah, so that essentially explains what happened earlier in the video. That ghost was provided by Nightmare. But also, this world record has improved by another 0.1 since the last...
Anyway, that was a fun joke.
Since this video.
So, I mean, it's actually a real run. It's a glitch that Nintendo needs to patch out, and I will not elaborate further. So,
well, now that it has been patched up, now that that glitch has been patched, the info about how the glitch actually works has been released. Let's go.
So, this is Dino Jungle by Alberto, the true Dino Jungle goat. And let's take a look. Wow, low dinosaur. And still getting the, like, you need the dinosaur neck. It goes through a cycle. You need it to go up for you to land on the rail. But if you do it exactly with that, I don't know what shenanigans Alberto was up to there, you actually get to still get on the rail because you jump on the dinosaur's head at the end. Crazy stuff. This has only, in the last 6 months, improved by 0.16. And you know what that is? At 60 frames per second in this game, that is 1 frame.
Good
Leave
to
it to
know.
Alberto to improve a record by 1 frame. That's what Alberto was doing all the time
but
in Mario Kart.
0.016 also
Deluxe.
equates to 16
It's
milliseconds.
back at it in Mario Kart World. Okay, so this dinosaur cycle, interesting. You can do a shroomless shortcut actually there on lap 2. It's very tough, but there is... Oh, you're almost running into the dinosaur there. There are this thing called no item time attack, which is the shroomless, no mushroom world records.
NITA.
Those are not like super official because they don't show up on the leaderboards, but that's something people like to do. And on lap 2, you can take that shroomless. That is done in that world record, but not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dinosaur neck is low every time, so you have to do this every lap. Huh. Interesting.
Man, I miss when the world record on this track
can actually,
used Hammer
do a
Bro
strategy there.
or even Luigi.
Ooh, dinosaur here
Bro,
again.
bro, Pokey having world
Alright, you know
record.
what, Alberto, you win
Boo.
And the other time in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You win every time. Great Question Block Ruins by Speezy the GOAT on Great Question Block Ruins. This
Undoubtedly
development I heard about, and it's kind of nuts. Watch this.
Well, not here.
Okay, it's going to happen on lap 2. We'll talk about it later. So this, obviously, like one of the most iconic tracks in Mario Kart World. Some of the craziest strategies and time trials, stuff you typically wouldn't go for online, and see like that boost barely lasts past the
Yeah,
trick
you
ramp
would
that we're
never
drifting
go for
off
that
of,
wall
but
ride
that gives
online.
boosted airtime, which is good. That definitely matters in time trials. When you're getting a big jump, it matters more, but in time trials, all these little things matters. And here's the box cut. Barely making it around. That's part of why we need the highest handling on this track. Okay, here it is. Here's the new thing.
Yep.
Drift, mini turbo, drift, mini turbo.
It's as simple as that.
And you might say, hey, is that not how we always did it?
No.
No, in fact, no.
No.
Mini turbos
Definitely
and drifts are
not.
as fast in this game. And, oh, that almost looked like a mistake there.
It definitely was a mistake there. He missed the trick out of the wall ride on lap 2 in this run. By the way, the current record now actually does get the trick 3 for 3 again. Like, this was during a time where Spezzy was just constantly getting records that only gets a 2 out of 3. He would miss it on one of the laps. But finally, he got another run with 3 for 3 trick that actually is like a decent time.
And steering is very fast. So the way it was done before, I'll show you on screen, is just by steering. That was always faster. It has been since day one. And I don't know what changed to make drifting faster. You have to be
Blame Optic. That's all I have to say. Blame Optic.
incredibly precise to get this, and it hardly saves any time at all. But apparently drifting is faster. So for all of you who drift here and have drifted since day one because you didn't know not to drift, you were right. But also the way you were doing it is slower. Don't do this. Do not copy this unless you're at this level and know exactly what you're doing. Just steer. Just steer. Don't drift there.
True. Yep. If you're not gonna do that drift properly, don't do it. That's all you need to know.
You're not going to make drifting faster.
You're
just by feeling
like,
it. You're not going to. It's very,
steering
very
is so much safer.
I can't tell you what to do. If you find it more fun, go for it. But you might lose sometimes for it. You probably won't. It's almost never going to matter. But when it does, hear this in your head. Shortcat says, I told you so. And also, Speezy likes to trick at these boost rings.
I told you not to drift!
Any faster, but it's probably not. Cheap falls by Flurry. So close to under 154. This is improved by...
Well, now the world record is indeed a sub 154, so... Hey. And also, you will get to see the lap 2... Not the lap 2. The lap 1, like, wider coin that I mentioned in my previous 2 world record reaction. Not my previous 2 world... But, well... Yeah, I actually did mention my previous 2 world record reactions, but you'll get to see what I'm talking about because this record does actually do it properly. That coin. Instead of going tight all 3 laps.
About 0.4 seconds since 6 months ago. And I did hear, oh, nice. We're seeing more and more of these counter drifts. Interesting. I did hear about the development that was made here.
Yep, it's
soon.
This strat right here.
Yeah, look at that.
And that's how you get the Y coin that I was talking about.
Okay, I want to see what that...
So, essentially put, I'm pretty sure it's all about the timing in which you trick here. Typically, like, because if you trick too early, you're going to be way too far out to the side. And then, obviously, you need to trick around the time you're lined up with these coins. It's way easier to trick to actually get this near coin, and then you get the phantom trick afterwards. But if you go to that second coin there, you can't do the phantom trick. You're essentially going to land on the edge here. But that's really only a lap 1 strategy. If you don't get that coin lap 1, it's not worth going for on the R laps. You're better off just going tight every time.
Look at that. And then straight into the coin. Okay, I want to see what that line looks like on lap 2, because clearly we have to go wide afterwards, which is fine for the coins. We got Tarzan! I always forget the time trial version is a bit different. It's called low branch Tarzan, where they hit the bottom of the first branch by doing a boosted charge jump. Definitely harder than the wall version, the trick into wall version that we go for online.
I used to just call it charge jump Tarzan. That's really all it is.
But a little bit faster, and that definitely matters. Okay, so I'm curious how this looks.
Charge jump versus wall ride. Lap. That's all I do.
So close to the out of bounds to
when
get
it
onto
comes
that rail.
to terminology.
That's really tough. Okay, interesting. So, oh, that's how they get the good line. Okay, my bad. I should have predicted that. Yeah, I should have.
Yeah, Shortcat. What were you thinking? Come on, pick up the pace.
Kind of trick they're doing there. I don't know what time trialers are calling it. In my head, I call it a Frel trick because it wasn't Frel that discovered that trick, or Frel just discovered how to use that trick on Whistle Stop Summit. I don't know. It's a shake trick. Anyway, it's when you trick or charge jump onto a rail and you land exactly on the rail, and the moment you land, you shake trick and you just get a launch. So one benefit here is you get to carry that boosted airtime for a long time.
I can see why Shortcat calls it a Frel trick
on that rail. But instead, we do get boosted airtime thanks to that shake trick, and it barely lands you back on the rail. Really interesting stuff. I didn't even realize that rope was there. Just like, see the ropes above us right now? Sometimes you can land on it if you get a really bad version of...
Bro, I don't think many people know about Dick the Fish, but I do. So here
was there. Just like,
so
see the ropes
I'm gonna
above us right now?
Dick! There we go. So there's Dick the Fish right there.
You can land on it if you get a really bad version of Tarzan.
Figure might as well mention it. For those that don't know about Dick the Fish.
We're actually using them in time trials now because one of them just happens to be not out of bounds. Nice. See what I mean with time trials have become their own thing? Dandelion Depths by Jack. This is improved by about 0.8. And if you...
The world record's quite a bit faster than that now. As a matter of fact, best believe coming on to my next world record reaction video, even more developments have been occurring on this track, and the world record is just even more insane now.
Watch me live stream. You may have seen me practice this a few times.
And when I say developments, I obviously mean strats.
I am aware of. And I can't believe 6 months ago was so long ago that we didn't know about this back then. But there is a different
strat developments
here. Okay, going wide for coins on lap 1.
And yep.
So instead of taking the normal bottom path here, you can charge jump.
Look at this.
Do this just right. The upper path is very slow, but if you do this just right like that, and then hit the yellow barrier, but don't hit the next one, get a boosted charge jump, detach from that sign, trick off of this part, trick on this thing, skip all the water. It saves, I think, about half a second, maybe a bit more. I see the ending has been optimized a bit more since the last time I saw it. It can be very risky to go for, because if you mess up a single thing, it doesn't save time anymore. Nice shortcut, love this one.
I'm guessing he definitely saw an older world record, whether it's one of Lean's or like an older one of Jack's world records, who knows? But he definitely saw an older world record, and obviously Jack has just optimized the absolute shit out of that ending since then. Like, those boy tricks are ridiculously... They save quite a lot of time.
If you mess up a little bit, you can also fall off the track. So, extremely risky. But let's see it again. So, the upper path is slow, but
also
that's
the
assuming
spiral.
you take the ground.
You
Not
can
only is
lose a
taking
lot of
this
time on
wall
the
a
spiral
much
as
better
well.
line, but you're boosted and full speed at the whole time. Because when you're drifting, it's slower. Drifting is a bit slower than driving. And of course, walls are not drifting. They are driving. They're very, very fast. This is crazy. This trick at the end. Oh, not hitting the cone this time. That makes sense. That cone looks really tough to hit. But yeah, the hardest part...
Oh, just to add additional context here, the only reason the cone trick is done when it's done, you only go for the cone trick if you're going for the right path. Like, see, in this case, he went for right path lap 1, so he got the cone trick. That means he's going right path. If you don't go for the cone trick, if you go left path, otherwise, you're just going to be in a really shit line. That's all it is.
Part about that you don't even get to see in this run is going through the yellow barrier. The yellow fence, when you hit it, it slows you down for a moment, and then if you don't hit it just quite right, it can launch you in a different direction. And especially with a low handling combo, it's very, very hard to react to which way you got sent and how to avoid the next barrier. Because if you hit the next barrier, you fall off. And if you go too far to the other side, trying to avoid the next barrier, you fall off. But this strategy can be consistent. I got it consistent, but it's just like, I don't know, it's not the most necessary thing for online.
Yeah, it's not really that necessary to learn for online, but it's also good to note that it does get consistent. So thank you, Shortcat, for testing the waters on this strat and letting us know.
It's really fun, though. You also take a completely different path from everyone else, so assuming you don't mess it up, it is safer, because most people don't take that path. Oh, what? The boosted charge jump? That's weird. Why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people's initial reactions when they saw that charge jump. But that charge jump actually has been... That's another thing that has been changed that you will see next time. Thank you, Optic, for letting this be a possibility and giving that info to Jack.
Is that there? Wait, was that on the previous lap? Was I just yapping? I did not see that. Okay, nice run, nice run. Bone Cinema. Boo Cinema by Bone Cinema. J-Bone X.
Crazy how the world record has only improved by 1 millisecond since this video. Oh my god.
This was improved by about 0.2 seconds. I have seen some stuff. Okay, okay, nice. I'm sure you used that camera for alignment purposes.
I think it's
going
cinematic
through
stuff.
destructible barriers. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I think there's something. Maybe on lap 2. Maybe on lap 2.
Well, you should have seen it lap 1. It should have been done on all 3 laps, but in this particular run, which, if you want to see my full reaction to this, go watch my second world record reaction video. J-Bone zoned out. He completely forgot to do it. He just had a brain fart in that moment and forgot to do it.
I think there was something there, but yeah, I think we're going to see a glider skip at the end as well. So this, maybe I need to learn that. I think you can do that online, but I haven't really gotten around to it. Okay, so edge trick, glider skip. Nice, and then hop over that to get the boost panel there. Trick into boosted charge jump. And this part, getting the wall detach into the finish line trick. Love that. Oh, that one looked really weird.
Yeah, this is actually, I'm going to point this out. I had a bit of an inaccuracy. I had a bit of an accuracy on my end in that video when I reacted to this world record. That version of Stream Cut is actually a little bit scuffed. You actually do lose a little bit of time from it.
And going for the rail here.
So that is correct from Shortcat's end. That was a little weird.
Let's see. Okay, here, we're getting it. Yes, a low air there. The boost panel sends you really high and it's really slow. So I guess we're not going for it on lap 1 because we want the 2 coins on the right.
Like I mentioned earlier, he should be going for lap 1, but J-Bone was an idiot in this moment. Completely zoned out, and there you have it.
Okay, lap 2 a bit different here because the way that the cycle works is that it pushes you forward on that bit of conveyor. So you want to get down to the ground sooner. Instead of tricking, you just drive off. Plus, it puts you on a really good line. Okay, so another thing is that I haven't been paying too much attention to the players' stickers, but J-Bone here has the Boo Cinema sticker as well. So we saw that on Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, I don't know which other ones. The time trialers are making a pact to pick the correct stickers.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, J-Bone does specialize in Boo Cinema. Pluto specializes in Crown City. Also Cheap Cheap Falls, for that matter. He is also really good on that track. And he also did get tops on Peach Beach recently as well. I think he did play Peach Beach quite a lot recently. Atsuki, Mario Bros. Circuit's where I'll start from him. And I mean, now, he did have world record very briefly on Salty at one point. But he's tops on a bunch of tracks now, and he just reps that sticker every time.
Oh, we're going on the inside there. What? Even though it's going backwards? Interesting. And then here, I mean, that kind of makes sense. We're on it barely, and we're boosted too, so it's spending less time on it. Yeah, they're cool, like, small optimizations, but unfortunately, Boo Cinema doesn't have, like, that much to play with in terms of, like, walls, rails, and stuff, so it's just tiny little bits every time, but it's still impressive. It still gets improved. Dry Bones Burnout by Kryn. This is improved by about 0.9.
Oh, yeah, the fact that I am seeing in Dry Bones Burnout, oh boy. Best believe you are in for a surprise during my next world record reaction video.
And I think the improvements must have happened shortly after the last time I reacted, because, wow, 6 months is a long time ago. If this stuff hadn't been found yet. So yeah, we're doing like more tricks around this part. And then I think this next section is also a little bit different. Okay, that edge trick might have already been there. Mini turbo trick. Go for the wall, maybe on the next lap, maybe on the next lap. But then, okay, this wasn't even in the last time I reacted yet, but I've known about this.
Yep.
You can charge jump here, land on the little candle holder.
Candle Chaos, that is what it's called.
If you can do it online, also pretty safe because you don't deal with the rail where people can trap it. Okay, and then this part's different.
I'm pretty sure all these strats are online viable.
Getting a trick into
I actually think Gyarados hit Candle Chaos online, by the way.
That's really tough because when you charge jump, when you try to charge a charge jump in the lava, you have to be in a mushroom boost for the charge jump to even be charging. Otherwise, it completely cancels the charge jump and it won't charge. So, 3 head tricks, by the way, crazy. Are we going for the wall? No, we're not. Maybe lap 3. Also, like, you'll get a little bounce in the lava, which prevents you from charging during that time. And then a mushroom barely lasts longer than the charge jump takes to charge.
I believe Kryn also has played quite a bit of lounge, so
you just fall into
I would not be surprised if Kryn actually went for Candle Chaos online.
And you don't have to deal with a really weird trick on the off-road section. But if you fail it, it can be really bad. So a bit risky to go for online, that version of the ending cut. Jumping off early, not only to get a boosted trick from that jump, but also to hit the other ramp to get an easier and boosted trick on the tiny little bump there. Are we going for this wall? We're really far right this time. Yes! That's all I wanted! I wanted you to go on the wall,
Lap 3
Rocky Wrench.
exclusive,
Thank you so
baby.
much.
Let's go.
Now, this one is really hard because you have to land super early. And see how the charge jump barely charges in time? Now, you cannot charge a charge jump from glider landing. You have to land from the glider and then hop to charge, so it gives you very little time to charge it. And gliders are very annoying because they have some scripted movement, so you may not even be landing early enough. It's just such a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, in this game, gliders can be very strange sometimes.
Moo Moo Meadows by Speezy, and I am once again happy to see Cow as the record holder on Moo Moo Meadows with an insane vehicle to go with it.
Well, yeah, so essentially put what you're saying is, if someone wants to set a world record with charge and check or DK on this track, then they're committing an absolute crime against humanity. They will be locked up and put in jail if they do that.
So this is improved by only about 0.3 seconds from last time. Let's see if I can spot any changes here. I just know this is one of the most difficult ones. Not to say the other ones are easy, but Moo Moo Meadows has some insane stuff. We'll trick in some grass to get a boosted charge jump. The first grass touch is intentional to slow yourself down a bit, otherwise you can't boosted charge jump quite before the next part of grass. Okay, and this, you haven't used a mushroom yet, by the way. This is
True.
also shroomless with a boosted charge jump. I don't remember much about this world record. I don't know if we're going to have to deal with mole cycles. Okay, boosted charge jumps.
Yuki
boosted
roll.
tricks on the little thing. Left trick there. Oh, I think that's new. I don't think I've seen that before.
It is new.
Trick on the little destructible board so that you can have a boosted left trick and somehow still make it onto the next rail. That's insane. And landing on the fence there too. Wow. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
That might not be new.
That's definitely not new.
That's not how I go for it online. Yup, hitting a bit of grass, but it's okay because the boosted charge jump is just so strong. There have been more developments in recent times regarding... Wait. How does that work? Why would that left trick send you forward?
Yeah, that's a very good question. But if you want the answer to that, go read your own comment section. And go, yeah, because Spezzy left an important comment on there. Also read April Shade's follow-up as well.
I'm confused. I wonder if it still has the increased left trick speed property. Probably not. I don't get it. We still have 2 mushrooms. Wait, I don't understand this mushroom cycle.
Well, oh my god. You've seen the world record on this track quite a few times already. How do you forget?
Or this mushroom strategy. So we have...
Oh my god.
What's going on here? Oh, a better wall ride at the end. I wonder why that's a lap 3 exclusive. Don't look under Cow's skirt.
Oh my
Choco
god.
Mountain by
Yep.
2, whose real name is 12th. Those are very different.
This track we could see a big change soon. Who knows? I know that this is still the world record right now, but stuff has been going on in the background as of recent.
Numbers. And this one is improved by about 0.3. Let's see if I can spot the difference. I heard that there may have been something different for the very beginning of lap 2 and 3. But that was just, like here and there, I had heard of this. I don't know if this is actually true.
That's not the thing that I'm talking about, by the way.
So we're going for the shortcuts. I love this one. I find it much harder on low handling.
Superman, which I know time trialers absolutely hate
so close to the charge and
it being called.
I practiced this one, obviously, with high handling, which is the typical online combo. And now when I see it with low handling, it's just incredible. But this next shortcut is actually easier with low handling. So you barely... Yeah, I go so far to the side, but you don't turn that sharply. Oh, that looked really fast. Okay, nice. Skipped a lot of the dark chocolate there. If you're not aware, if you go into the dark chocolate, you fall off the track.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the lap 2 on 12's run here is absolutely cracked.
You just
with these tracks
quickly fall into the lava if you spend too much time in it. Or I should say dark chocolate. Or mud, who knows? Just because it's called Choco Mountain doesn't mean it's actually made of chocolate. This could be a lie. It is made by Morton Construction after all, and taken over by Charge and Chucks. We got chocolate on the tires too. Okay, so yeah, this one you normally have to go super wide to charge up this mini turbo, but a cool thing about this game is that every combo charges their mini turbo at the same rate. So when you hold inwards, like hold a sharp turn to charge that mini turbo, it actually charges equally fast on any combo, but the low handling combos don't turn as much. So if you don't want to turn as much, that's a good thing. Okay, and then this ending section is so slow, but it is the fastest way. Something a bit deceptive about this is that you really want to have mushrooms at the end of the track for if you're playing online, but just watching the time trial, you might think it's okay. Oh, air trick, I didn't notice that. Yeah, there was no ground trick, it was an air trick before that. I think because it already carries into the next ramp, but I don't know why that wasn't done on previous laps. Could that be the 0.3 time save?
No, that is definitely not the 0.3 time save. But I'm pretty sure the only reason why it's a lap 3 exclusive because the race is ending and you'll get more boost upon landing there. Who knows? But yeah, it's made to be a lap 3 exclusive. It's definitely slower if you do it on laps 1 and 2.
I'm just kidding. As expected,
yeah, he was kidding. Thank God.
Improved only a 0.08 improvement, which is I think about 5 frames. But congrats to Arisugawa for getting this one because I mean, at this point, I wouldn't even time trial to get this amount in 6 months. Like, these players are just so incredible and dedicated, willing to push these small differences. I would get sick of it. And not like I would get bored of it. No, of course I wouldn't. It'd be so thrilling to get a record. But I mean,
it's hard to find time save on this track.
It'd be too brutal, having to be perfect in all of these. I crashed out trying to get a day 1 world record. Like, imagine. It's too hard. It's too difficult. Oh, barely hitting that boost panel. That cycle's like that. Could that be a pace lock? Because the left boost panel is really slow to go for that. And
I think it is. I'm gonna be real. I think you're right. I think it is a pace lock.
Running out of time to hit that one. Wow. So then that would mean that if that is a pace lock, like I suspect, then that would mean lap 2 and 3 are the only times you could get time save. Lap 1 would just be locked in. You do whatever gets you to that boost panel when it's first revealed. This part, staying on the inside of the conveyor, so
But
clean.
also, by the way, in
so
case you're
difficult.
wondering,
I don't think I've got it perfectly once in my life.
Lap 3,
I've gotten really
the
good
tractor
ones, but I don't think I've
also
ever
is a
got it
big
perfect
factor
to barely
in
dodge
pace.
the conveyor. Now, this strategy, I don't go for this one online with all these drifts to end up being able to have a better alignment to charge this Rainbow Mini Turbo. I can do it, but like you need a pretty specific cycle beforehand. And I found out it only saves like 0.1, so yeah, I may not go for that. So yeah, green path this time. Starting wide to take a good line. That's very important because the green path makes you go very fast. So taking that sharp turn is harder than usual. And if you do see a green path on the inside conveyor when you're playing online, make sure to start a little bit wide. Otherwise, you actually lose time later and people can pass you and hit you. Bowser's Castle by G Danzy. This is improved by about 0.8 since 6 months ago. And every time...
Oh, and this track got a little bit of surprise for next time. I will not spoil anything else on that. You'll have to see for yourself.
Time there's an improvement, I don't understand what I'm watching because this beginning shortcut just keeps changing.
I'm giving so many teasers.
Okay, I think it hasn't changed this time.
It definitely has not changed.
And then forward trick here. Yup, barely at the sign. The camera's even all weird.
Oh yeah, also something to note, in this particular world record, G Danzy misses a coin at the start of lap 1.
Just keeps changing. Okay.
Yeah, you see this coin right here. G Danzy misses it because I think he left tricked a little bit too early in this particular run, but this is something that is fixed in for next time, just so you know. In the next world record that I will react to next time, that issue is fixed.
I think it hasn't changed this time.
Hopefully.
Good. Finally.
It depends on what happens in between.
Here. Yup, barely at the sign. The camera's even all weird. Man, there's got to be at least 10 ways to take that shortcut now, all with their different amounts of time saves and utility, but online I'm still mainly going for that one safe one with the, like, you stay on the rail the whole time. But yeah, this track has gone through a lot since the start. Oh, that's new.
Yep, this version of the lava
not
cut.
Going for the pole?
Yep, pole is lava cut. Lava fall cut.
But is that not off-road? How does that work?
Good question.
Okay,
I have no idea.
On lap 2 and 3. Hopefully it's not something so hard that it's only on lap 1. Boosted
it's on all 3
jump.
laps.
Nice. Okay, so this is looking...
And as you can see, yeah, as you heard there, that coin that he missed on lap 1, he got it on lap 2.
Okay, so this is looking the same. Yeah, the same. Thank goodness.
Yep. And as a little bit of a fun fact, in the previous world record that he did watch, that version of the beginning shortcut that you saw there, he only went for on lap 1, at least that exit. He does a different exit on laps 2 and 3. In the previous world
record. I could never understand why that...
And why am I saying he? My god, gender association.
On every lap too. But now it's... I think it's the same. I don't know. It has the same entry.
It is the same.
That's all I know. I haven't paid too much attention. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, going for the off-road. Wow. Oh! Okay, it doesn't matter that that's off-road, though, because you can't see it, but it's a boost panel. Okay, see this ramp? It's a boost panel.
Big mistake incoming.
It's a secret boost panel. It's exactly the same as a boost panel. What? Missed trick?
Yep!
But that means the charge jump wasn't boosted either. Wait, No way. That's just a mistake, right?
It is a mistake, and he's
wow,
baffled.
That's a lot of time. I was not expecting this. Yet this is somehow still the world record. That's how impressive it is.
Yeah, because this track is so goddamn inconsistent. That's why it's still world record. No one else can even do all this fucking shit.
So, is this like a new strategy or something? But yeah, you were carrying the boost panel onto this. Wait, hang on. Let me look at my other monitor. No, this has been a record for 25 days.
As of when he filmed this.
Maybe that one shroomless shortcut is so tough that missing this trick doesn't even matter? Like, no one else can beat it? That's crazy.
Well, not necessarily the lava fall cut. It's the beginning shortcut. That's the biggest difference.
I'm watching second place's record.
Yeah, he's also watching second place.
Surely Contour doesn't have the gravity stat. What is this? That's a different start. But
yep, that is the safer exit from before. Like, that is the safer exit of this beginning shortcut. And clearly, because of that Polish lava fall cut, you can still beat that one former world record that does the very super fast version of the beginning shortcut on lap 1, and then that safer version on laps 2 and 3. Yeah, you can still beat it even without.
Sorry, I don't even know who
with
this is,
the
by the way.
consistent
I
method on all 3 laps.
Second place.
Because of
the world record.
Because of the Polish lava fall cut.
But okay, I want to see if they do this.
Yes, this is second worldwide.
The same. Oh, they do. Wow. Okay, but they're conk door. So first place messed up a trick, and second place is conk door. No wonder. No wonder that's the world record. Bowser's Castle is so messed up.
Yeah, on time trials on the in-game leaderboard, it is messed up. There's a bajillion different character/vehicle combos on the top 10. It's very scuffed.
Acorn Heights by Demon. This is improved by about 0.4. And I was watching some video on YouTube that spoiled this one for me. I was not trying to learn Acorn Heights strats.
Thanks.
I already win every time.
Thanks, YouTube algorithm.
So this double right trick, and then the rail corrects your alignment afterwards. That's interesting. I don't know how much time that saves, but it's similar. Like, we've seen this a few times, right? There was that one on DK Pass on the building rail. There was Wario Stadium as well. There may have been more. I don't remember. Oh, wall attach? Wow. Is that to help with low coins, or is that just faster?
Nope, it's just faster.
I've never seen that one before. Okay, I'm not spoiled then.
Well, I said nope to the first part, and then it's just faster means
nothing, but
it's just faster.
Somehow it's just the best mushroom spot on the track because you can take that big shortcut, shroomless.
Oh yeah, the shroom spot. It is quite a meme, but I mean, it is the way it is.
Oh wow, that one looked even faster on lap 2. That's crazy. I love that one. I wonder if it's consistent for online.
I don't know.
Okay, getting the other coin this time. Nice. And then this. We have enough coins this time, so surely. Oh no, the wall detached just faster. So
yep.
Wall detaches like that one. I guess there's two kinds. Maybe you call that a wall clip. I don't know what's the terminology for this, but when you drive on a wall and then come off of it, that's called a wall detach. But this one is different. You just like touch it a little bit, and it doesn't even attach you in the first place. So it's not like a detach because you never attached it in the first place. And for some reason, they're just faster sometimes. And like even on some route shortcuts, they can be used because they have different properties than wall rides. They can be used for alignment purposes. So that's something I've looked into a lot more in this game recently. But this one, like a lot of the time, they're just faster. Like they push you. It's weird. Oh,
it
yeah,
is
yeah.
low-key
Another time
weird,
it's used,
to be
obviously,
fair.
is like the ending wall ride of Sky High Sunday. There is a wall detach at the end instead of riding off the final wall. Interesting. This is so weird. Mario Circuits by Jack. This is improved by about 0.3, which is a lot for such a short track. By far the shortest track in the game. Even Koopa Troopa Beach is not even that close. Okay, so some snaking
it
for
is
coins,
the shortest
charge
track in the
here.
game.
One thing you'll notice a lot is their charge jumps get insane distance and height.
Technically, yeah, this is the shortest track in the game, like when you actually finish like a whole run, but I mean, Koopa Troopa Beach is also short, but that's 5 laps.
It's like, I don't know. It's kind of random. It's like really difficult.
I think Koopa Troopa Beach would be shorter
snaking here.
if it weren't 5 laps.
But it's not because snaking is faster. It's because like the way you want to see how this Rainbow Mini Turbo barely charges. I guess it actually is not barely, but I think the reason for doing some mini turbos back and forth is to get better alignment. You want to be aligned away from the turn, like facing right, so that the left turn is harder. Okay, getting a bit more air there off the boost because it's a boosted trick, so you can land later for some more airtime because the airtime is actually fast there. This is so funny.
Yeah, just drive through off-road.
I don't really go for it online because it's really dangerous. People speed through you with stars and stuff, but like it's just faster, which is so silly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And in Shortcut. Oh! So in the previous version I had just seen like 2 minutes ago from 6 months ago, that one ended with a wall detach, kind of. It's like a really weird way to end. This one was much cleaner and got a trick. I don't know if that saves 0.3 seconds. It's probably just good driving elsewhere as well, but I did.
It actually does save. It actually does save a lot. You'll be surprised, but the double trick actually saves a lot. And as I feel like a good way to judge like evidence of this, you know, current second worldwide, former world record Kaiser Clement. Like, if you go ahead and watch the live run of his record on his YouTube channel, he raced like that. He raced like a similar. He raced like a Gensua Ghost, and that was like of a similar time, and that basically was like relatively and it was like basically relatively even up until that end block, and Kaiser Clement pulled through because he got that super good ending. Like, that's how he got all his time save in the end.
Didn't notice anything else too different. Peach Stadium by Jack. And fun fact, Jack is the only player at this moment to have 3 world records in this game. There are
obviously
many players with 2 world records.
Optic has 3 now as well, by the way.
Easy, Zay, and Arisugawa. But Jack, you're insane. And this is one of the most insane world records. It's been improved by 0.8. I don't know how that happened. Charge jump, that's new.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a thing I mentioned earlier on Shy Guy Bazaar, but sometimes just getting... Oh, wait, this... I knew about that. That wasn't even in the previous world record from 6 months ago.
Yeah, the wall was not in that record.
But I just thought I had already seen it before. Okay. And then here, wall.
The ending wall ride.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
that.
That's crazy. I remember, Jack, I remember calling you crazy. Wait, what is this? That's faster?
Okay. I actually... Because I didn't know this at the time of my first world record reaction video. Yeah, so what ended up happening here that I actually want to go back and...
Oh my goodness! That's crazy.
So, there's a thing called fast rail here. Like, you essentially get like a big boost like off like this trick or whatnot. Jack misses it. He doesn't get it. Like, just watch this.
See, I remember...
Yeah, that is slow rail. That is not fast rail. But what he did to salvage, that is because that pull strat... Technically, if you can combine fast rail with this pull strat here, that's the fastest way to take this section. But typically, you want to prioritize fast rail over pulls. In this case, he fails fast rail, so he goes for pulls as a backup strat. Didn't know that at the time, but now I know now. And yeah, if you can get fast rail and the pulls, that is the fastest way to take this section. It's just he doesn't get fast rail plus pulls. He got pulls into lap. He got pulls, then fast. He got slow rail plus pulls, then so yeah, he got pulls when he didn't get fast rail, and he got fast rail when he didn't get pulls. Sorry that I couldn't explain it properly fast enough, but that's essentially what it is.
Jack, I remember calling you crazy Wait, what is this? That's faster? I remember calling you crazy for doing 3 edge tricks there, because I can't even do 1. But now we're doing 3 wall jumps.
Yeah, like, bro, that ending wall ride completely kills the triple edge trick at the end. Like I said before, like, the wall ride makes that triple edge trick look like nothing, even though triple edge trick is impressive in itself.
Did you know that was a wall? I didn't. I mean, I did. But before I first saw that strategy, which might have been even a couple of months ago, I didn't know that. So that's a boosted charge jump into getting a wall detach so you can get another trick. So that's just like a bunch of extra speed boost there. And this, honestly, not that hard, but if you fall off, you fall off, and it's really bad. That's crazy. Oh, an adjustment. There was an extra air trick that time, I think. In order to...
So that right there is fast rail, as we saw there. So if you saw what happened before on lap 1, watch this.
There was an extra air trick that time, I think.
Yeah, that is fast rail.
In order to get back onto the wall. Wait, and we're not going for that pole thing this time. Is that pole thing really hard? That did not look...
Well, combining fast rail with the poles, I think is the thing that is hard. But doing fast rail itself and pulls itself after you fail fast rail, those are not hard on their own. But yeah, I mean, if Jack is going to come back to this track, then maybe he could try it. But God, like, have you seen what's been going on? Bro, spiral skip plus the ending wall ride, this track is fucked in time trials to perform everything properly at such a high level. That's why this world record is absolutely ridiculous. And it definitely deserves to have stood as long as it has. It actually, I believe as of filming this, it stood for 143 days. It definitely probably will stand even longer.
Look like the thing that was hard, because I'm pretty sure we're going for that wall ride again. These like inner turn wall rides, well, we'll see it on Rainbow Road as well soon, but we saw it on this track. We also saw it on Great Question Block Ruins. It's so rare and it's so cool. You can actually do it on a lot of tracks, but usually they make you fall off. So it's cool that on Peach Stadium. By the way, I didn't even mention this shortcut because I've seen it before, but that shortcut's insane. I've done it once in my life. It took 1 hour. I did it once and I never did it again.
Yeah, it is genuinely one of the hardest shortcuts in the entire game, and yet Shortcat overlooked it for quite a while because he's seen it before.
I even forgot to hit record. It was really sad, actually. Okay, and then this is boosted airtime. We spent this whole time with 1 coin, by the way. Coins don't matter on this track.
Crazy.
Don't matter in this game. Only in real life. And now we got Rainbow Road by Park Avenue. This is improved by...
Oh, yeah. Rainbow Road. Thank you, 1.7 update. We'll see if a world record gets set with it, but big stuff has occurred on this track. Spoiler alert. Yeah, pace break.
1.1
How it's exactly done, I will not spoil it.
And as we watch this, wait, I think we're gonna get the inner wall right here that I'm talking about. Yeah,
but it's not in this run.
On this track, though. So I know it's been 6 months since I last reacted to world records, and a lot of viewers here are probably new to the game, right? That's half the lifespan of this game. So if you are new here, don't feel ashamed if you haven't seen some of these shortcuts before. Maybe your favorite shortcut that you saw today.
Oh, yeah. That is different since that one record that Shortcat did not mention, but starting from
world records.
But starting right here, Yoshi Yoshi, the full Yoshi Yoshi sequence leading up to that glider. That is the fastest way to drive this particular section of the track.
And a lot of viewers here are probably
edge trick into a boosted charge jump, and then another edge trick into another boosted charge jump.
Don't feel ashamed
and then
if you haven't seen some of these shortcuts before. Maybe your favorite shortcut that you saw today.
That is Yoshi Yoshi.
I didn't even react to it. Oops.
Because it was discovered by Yoshi Yoshi.
Because I've seen it before, right?
Bro, I'm not sure if my video thing came up again. Great! But I'm not sure if it was exactly discovered by Yoshi Yoshi, but that's something that Yoshi Yoshi did, and it's just been coined that.
So a lot of the craziest shortcuts I may just take for granted at this point because I'm looking for new stuff. and I've been following all the developments in this game since the start, which has been such a privilege. It's been so fun. Edge.
Oh, yeah. In case you're wondering why you got that edge trick there, as you can see, Park Avenue in this run missed the UMT. He got an SMT here. You're supposed to get a UMT.
The developments in this game.
So he got the edge trick.
Has been such a privilege. It's been
as
so fun.
backup
edge
to compensate
trick.
for the miss.
If you're new here, or if you're not new,
UMT.
Let me know what's the.
Also, you're supposed to do a boosted charge jump there. He did an edge trick there instead in this run. So, a little bit of a scuff start.
Best
in this
shortcut that you've seen today, or the most surprising one that you didn't think would be possible, the one that you think is the coolest. It can be the coolest new one, or just the coolest one you haven't seen before. Because there's so much cool tech in this game. And one thing that's a bit of a shame is that the routes, or intermission tracks, don't get time trials. So people don't push them to the same extent. There are speedrunners who do tackle things relating to routes, such as Knockout Tour, or even other categories. But, like without a dedicated time trial mode, you can imagine that a lot of these discoveries would not only be harder to make, but people would be less incentivized, rewarded.
Oh yeah, and here, like with the train coins, typically, like if you're getting these train coins, you want the last coin to touch your character, like drop this coin right here to drop on top of your character when you get there. So typically, you should be a little bit further ahead than this, but this is about as close as you can get without the coins actually dropping on your character's head. But it's just pace check. Like that just shows that Park Avenue's pace to his point in this world record could have been better.
For finding all these cool things. And so I think that would be really cool, but also like not, because some of the routes would just be holding A for a lot of it. Oh, we're going for this?
Yep, the gap jump.
That's such a clean line through. I don't remember it being that good before. I do know of...
I don't know how good that particular gap jump is, but if you want an example of a really good gap jump, I highly recommend watching Logan's former world record on this track. He hits like the cleanest section. He hits like the cleanest gap jump there possible.
Really nice shortcut coming up after this cannon glider. I have seen some YouTube shorts about this. I don't know if it's in the world record. I haven't watched this, but given that this is improved by over a second, it probably is.
It definitely is in the world record.
Let's take a look. It should be after this shortcut here.
And he's obviously referring to the section
Park
3
Avenue, do you have what it takes?
path switch. I said turn skip before, but it technically is a turn skip.
Where are we going?
But it is also a path
even
switch.
Adjust. So in case, like, if you want to go watch that back, there's an upper path there, and that's what we are. Oh, right, and then the phantom trick. I haven't seen this in so long. Mini turbo trick to get boosted air time, so we can stack the boosted charge jump boost with that air time. See these little optimizations? I hope after today you can understand a little bit more about why these optimizations happen the way that they do. Like that mini turbo trick, who knows? Maybe it's not faster. If you couldn't, then thanks to that, get a boosted charge jump that perfectly lasts into the next ramp. I don't know. I'm just speculating. It's just like these are the things you have to think about if you are top level in time trialing and you're trying to squeeze out tiny, tiny little time saves.
I mean, time trials will just do anything for time save, to be honest.
When edge tricks were just the craziest thing, because we hadn't seen them in previous games. Because in this game, like, the way that, the way that
that edge trick is crazy.
It's not the same as in previous games. Usually in previous games, there would be specifically coded trickable regions where if you press R and you're in that region, you trick. But in this game, it's a little bit different. And pretty much everywhere is technically trickable. You just need to satisfy other conditions.
Section 4 gap jump without a charge jump
or the glider. You just have to satisfy other conditions like going into the air. And so if you trick the game into, literally trick the game into thinking you're going off the track, sometimes you don't even go off the track. Oh, inner wall ride. Let's go. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yep. Another edge trick.
Yeah, that is very impressive there.
Yeah,
that
the game will let you trick.
Very risky as well. You could absolutely kill a ridiculously good run if you fail that.
Horrible, but I'm so happy I get to sit here and trial at a high level because that looks horrible. Such a beautiful game. I would hate to time trial at a high level because that looks horrible.
I mean, Shortcat definitely has PTSD to his, well, to is not the right word, but he has PTSD from his grind when he got tops on 150cc high roll circuit in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
But
that's so like the one time Shortcat took time trials really seriously.
So 1 year of Mario Kart World. It's been an incredible year of shortcuts, and if this is starting to feel too normal to you, go check out the first ever world record reaction from day one, because it's night and day. Nothing is even close to how it was before. But also, if you're watching these and the game seems too hard, for playing online it's very different. I have videos explaining how to do the more normal, easy version of these shortcuts that you can consistently do online, and that will help you win a lot more. Mario Kart World is amazing, except when I get hit by a blue shell, then it sucks, and there's no blue shells in time trials, so I can see why all these crazy people keep playing this game mode.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, that is the Shortcat World Record reaction video. Overall, good video. And yeah, I'm curious if Shortcat's going to make another one. It probably wouldn't be for a good while, I would say. But yeah, glad to see someone else but yeah, it's always good to watch someone else's reaction to these world records as someone who makes these world record reactions myself, simply because and it's also good to watch other people's reactions, so that way you get like different takes here and there. That's really the big takeaway that I can give from watching this, to be honest.